We look warm.
I am very.
I like the look.
It's super close. I found this blanket at the store for $6.
That's warm blanket. It's like those shirts from the shirts you can get in Mexico with the hood. Those are warm shirts. I have one. If I ever go camping at the beach, it goes with it. Keeps you super warm.
I've been looking at prom dresses.
I noticed Macy's has a bunch of prom dresses in one of the.
I found 20.
You did?
Yes.
My
On a website.
daughter had the best.
I bought this website before. So I can trust it.
It's a website. You're gonna order it. You're not gonna go try them on.
Well, you can send them back if you like full refund.
Yeah. Well, just think of time because.
I know. I'm like.
No, you know what I would do? I would go try some on somewhere so you can know their
I'm
size.
gonna do that too, but like, I'm gonna show you the dresses. I want sleeves.
It's gonna be
I want
hot.
sleeves that-
It's gonna be hot. That's the problem.
But they're gonna be thin sleeves.
Right. It's really thin.
They have a knitted one.
That's kind of pretty.
I know I'm gonna do that.
Color bright. That's pretty.
I really want a purple dress, but so I'm very nice. I'm probably find a purple dress.
Black.
Breathable.
Yeah, that's and the waist that you see well.
I really like this.
It's very Cinderella. That's
Purple.
that's a hard one to wear.
Yeah.
That's really cute. Love it.
What?
Red's personal preference. Wait, not those sleeves.
This one is
That's cute.
It's Belgian velvet. To have the
Really?
a really bright
That's really cute.
cobalt too.
That's really cute.
The trend now is it's not connected. It's,
That's kind of cool, actually. That's cute. That's
and
purple.
then that one, I really like that one. I have 20 dresses.
Well, gotta narrow it down. Narrow it down to like 5. Look at them all again.
Me and my mom are gonna talk about it tonight.
My daughter's was her senior ball gown was like this. I got pictures of it somewhere. It was like orange and blue and it looked like peacock feathers. And it was long, but then it had like, this was all like open and it had straps, different kinds of really low down and it was like a halter.
What kind of work?
It was all different colors.
I hate when
It was
people do
like
that.
psychedelic. She got to make sure she got her tan. And so she
What?
was really good. She rocked it. And usually you don't get one, you know, that's all. She got it at some weird store in Roseville.
I just want one especially during this period.
Yeah. I think that you could wear either of those. I like that Cinderella looking one. It looks hot.
The Econ?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like
It
those.
looks hot though. Because it could be 100 degrees and muggy. You don't want to be miserable. You know what I mean? So bring something else to change into. Get a short
And I'm
dress or
gonna wear,
So we don't have block this month, then what are we gonna do with workability?
I'm not wearing
something. Yeah. No block this week, next week, or the week after all.
No, not even none of this month.
Then we have a week off in last week. Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So we don't have workability.
Unbelievable.
Not till after the break.
What the heck is wrong with that?
Well, I think Mr. Wallace thought it was after the February break.
No, that's what he said.
Right. I don't know how he was
Unbelievable.
misdirected,
See yourself 12 weeks left.
but
You got 12 weeks left.
you know, it's supposed to be after the March break.
Technically, you guys, we have 12 weeks left.
I know.
I'm trying to force myself to like strawberry flavored things.
I love strawberry
And
flavors.
I don't.
And I love
You
peach.
don't?
No, with the yogurt I can only get it in peach and strawberry. Rarely vanilla, and it's like, so I'm forcing myself to eat strawberry. And I'm not liking it anymore. No way.
Is that a Greek yogurt?
No.
I hate Greek.
But half the sugar of the other.
I don't like yogurt. It's just the texture of it.
Granola yogurt is good.
Yeah, I like the granola in it, and then I like at McDonald's they have the yogurts.
I like it with granola in it too.
They have the granola, and then they have large fruits in it.
You
No.
can't have regular
When
yogurt.
I was you guys' age, I hated Chinese food.
The lactose.
Yeah,
I do too.
I hate. I can't have regular because if I eat regular, I just everything's great.
Greek yogurt, you have to use.
I eat Greek yogurt, Greek frozen yogurt. It's good.
For some reason, like I had Greek yogurt once, and it was disgusting. Like it didn't have any sugar in
I
it,
don't like Greek
and
yogurt.
it was globby.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's why I'm eating strawberry and I don't like
There's
strawberry.
there's 3 types of Greek yogurt.
I don't-
I like the other one. Like it's like a purple label.
It has a bad texture. The yogurt I eat is really creamy.
Yeah, I like creamy yogurt.
Smooth. But I don't like it plain. It's awful.
I answer.
Yeah, keep following.
What? What's this?
Roblox.
Roblox?
Yeah.
Roblox.
Yeah, I'm playing SpongeBob Roblox. I have to try to escape and catch the.
That's not Roblox. That looks like Minecraft.
No, it does not.
Oh my
Yes, it
god.
Good morning, Mr. Wall.
Good morning, Mr. Wallace.
Shower me with your love.
So I have a question.
Mr. Wallace.
Did you ever hear from Michael or Sandra? Because we need to make sure things are in place for the week after break.
Okay, good luck.
And I thought you were under the impression that it was the.
Did I put this on? I did not.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
You left me here with this on. It's been really fun.
The funniest thing about weekend
I
is
hardly hope.
I kind of what the hell is
yeah,
this?
Syria.
It's very,
You were standing
I
there.
don't know.
Well, don't get so mad. Like, don't get worked up.
Don't worry about it. Run, girl, run.
Oh, thank you.
Reminds me of my ex-husband, God rest his soul.
I think we're going to listen to this instead of the elevator.
Sorry.
Is that thing considered?
Hey,
It's on camera.
here's my phone.
I just reached over and grabbed it.
Yeah, I did saw her. Tyler, you gotta believe her. I saw her with my eyes.
You know?
You don't believe it?
What did you ask me?
You don't believe this thing? They're not-
Do you do that every day?
What?
That? How's your storage not full?
Doesn't matter now. We're not going.
I know, but after break,
Right. That I haven't heard.
maybe,
Send another email?
I would send one, I haven't heard, we really need to set this up.
I'm not. No, well, we have 3. I mean, I think it's as quick as a phone call to get that bus. But yeah,
No, they have to turn in paperwork.
I know.
to transition.
He told me he was going to turn paperwork in. So you know what? Without having spoken to him, he might have known that it's not until April that we can go anyway, and that's why. And that we were just going to skip that one day. I don't know. Like if he were to make that decision,
I
it
just
makes
wonder if
sense.
he's in training, because he's always with Sam, so maybe he.
If he's in, I don't know.
Yes,
We're gonna find out. You all right? Yeah, you are such a
I'm
man.
a little concerned there.
You with him?
Thank you. I'm destroying everything.
Now I'm gonna. Sean's not taking a dump.
Nobody see Dodgy.
Let me. What did you ever do last night?
Why'd you take it off?
Jeez.
I'm gonna destroy.
Haven't even started. I just
I
asked
had wings. I had wings.
you. Excuse me. We're doing rounds first. We're gonna do rounds in this class. I've decided.
So Safeway has a wing bar for chicken wings.
I didn't know that.
You can get your little bucket,
Mhm.
and then you can fill it up with all different kinds of wings.
Ooh.
And that's what we had for dinner last night.
Do they have barbecue? Do they have ranch?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What they went, what is it
And I think it's
called?
like $8 a bucket.
How big's the bucket?
Yeah. It's like,
A big bucket.
Not bad.
What?
yeah,
What?
they're good wings too. And they have like nuggets. They
Ooh.
look like chicken nuggets from McDonald's, but they're not.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this is kind of expanding. I just,
That's lit.
I mean, I'm just giving you the details of what I had for dinner.
I know, but now it's become a conversation between you and her, and it's
Awesome.
kind
I'm
of
gonna
leaving the
jump
rest
in,
of us out.
I'm gonna stop and get fried chicken tonight. You just made me. Just, sorry.
KFC or
Proud of
Popeyes?
yourself there, Debbie? See what you've done? Completely.
KFC or Popeyes?
Save one, it's a little store.
Uh,
Just own fried chicken. This is probably gonna kill me early. Whose turn is it?
Dennis?
Devin's gonna say pass. It doesn't matter. What? Would you have?
I don't know.
We didn't talk about our rounds in the first period.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Well,
You weren't
you
here.
did, but we weren't here.
Well, so what is that like?
I have to deal with this.
No, we started with Devin and he said
We're
pass. You
doing
don't
rounds,
remember that?
so.
Dude, you're just
Yeah.
talking right now. You're like, there's nothing coming out. What did you have? Did you say you don't remember? You seem awfully suspicious right now. What's going on, Devin? Huh?
Nothing.
There's something going on, I could tell.
He hates one.
Well, besides that, what's going on, Devin?
Nothing.
Just tell us. Just now's the time to confess. Get it off your chest. You'll feel better. Go ahead. What did you do? You passed what? Gas? Okay. Do you feel better now that you've told everyone that you passed gas?
No. You didn't tell us that.
Sam, what'd you have for dinner last night? Who the frick is Sam Chesser? He's supposed to be here third period.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. what?
Cottage cheese, apple slices, and cube steak with steak sauce, and Caesar salad.
You sound like you're from Boston. A steak sauce, little cat with my boy. Bye.
It's the A1 sauce.
Say what?
A1 sauce.
A1.
Does sound
And
Boston.
frozen yogurt.
And frozen
Great
yogurt.
yogurt.
It hurts your teeth when you bite into it?
You know, great frozen yogurt.
Okay.
Are you done? I'm just kidding. Ow. I had chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Oh, I like those pajama bottoms.
Thanks.
Do too.
Chicken nuggets from, I'm sorry. where?
McDonald's.
McDonald's? What kind of dipping sauce?
Barbecue.
Did you have fries?
No.
Just the nuggets?
And a drink.
And a drink? What kind of drink?
I had high C, which is strawberry, and then I mixed it with Dr. Pepper.
Interesting combination.
Yep, it's good. You should try it.
I should try it, probably give me gas.
Nah.
And then I'd end up like Devin,
Like,
passing
a lot of
gas
people-
quietly.
Because a lot of people say
Yeah.
that it's not good to mix up your sodas.
It's not good to mix up your soda. It
I didn't
could-
mix
it
up
could
soda. I
stop
mixed up
the
soda and
apocalypse.
juice.
Yeah.
Soda and juice.
I mixed up soda and juice.
Have you guys ever read Revelations?
Yeah,
It's the last book of the Bible.
yeah.
Begins, ye who mixes sodas.
No.
will doom the earth.
Pepsi and Dr. Pepper.
Tyler, what'd you have for dinner last night?
I had, actually I didn't have anything.
I think I've been seeing him like with the same, it's probably different palm fronds, but I'm sorry, what?
I don't think I had anything.
You didn't have anything?
No.
But you said a lot of stuff just then. I didn't catch any of it.
Well, I
What
was
does your
actually
shirt say?
Blink-182.
Blink 182. Is that kind of like 27 Palm Pilots or whatever?
No,
that
it's a
band's
90
called?
fan.
What are they called again? I don't remember. 21 Pilots.
No, they're different.
They're different.
Name of a band?
Blink
Yeah.
182. What kind of music is it? Yeah, right?
It's funny.
Like you're just sitting there, hey, what should we call our band? I don't know, let's call ourselves 21 Pilots.
That's kind of cool.
Why not 37? How about 37 Sailors?
21 is the latest year. Is the latest year.
Let's call ourselves, hey, I got one. You guys ready for this? Check this out. If I have a band, I'm gonna call ourselves Six Spoons. You ever heard of 2 Chains?
There actually has to be 6 people there to be 6 people.
Do you think there's 21 people in the band? 21
And they're all pilots?
freaking
Yeah.
butt pilots or whatever they're called? What is that? How many people are in the band? Let me pay attention. There's 2 people.
Yeah.
But they're both 21.
Do you know the story behind the name of the band? How they
Named
came?
after the,
21 Pilots. What?
I can't remember the story.
You do. Wait, you just started telling me the story, and they're named after the Chinese guys who hang out at the corner of Stockton Boulevard and Alhambra. All right, go ahead. What did you say? Quit talking. You know, you keep interrupting me. Andrew? No. Tyler, what did you say you don't remember what you had or you didn't have?
It didn't
Well,
happen.
I was adding on to what they said, and I was saying that.
You're adding on to what they said? He doesn't even remember what he had for dinner. How can you add on to what he didn't even tell us?
You were talking about mixing sodas.
No.
I
That's what
was.
she said, not they.
Okay, I should have said she.
You should have. See what happens when you're not specific with your language? You confuse me.
I'm sorry.
Let that be a lesson to all of you. You weren't supposed to practice. So what did you have for dinner last night?
I didn't have anything.
Now you're mad? You're copping an attitude with me? Don't
No.
go there. Andrew, what did you have for dinner? Thank you, Tyler. Oh, by the way, what kind of band, like what kind of music does Blink 182 play? I'm just curious. Like it sounds like a teenage
You blink, you'll miss it.
It's like punk rock.
I want you to want me.
What'd you play?
Did not No. It's like punk rock.
Yeah.
They're called Blink 182 and they play
Look it
punk
up,
rock.
Mr. Wallace.
What kind of freaking punk band is that?
You should sure tune.
I was in a punk band, we called ourselves Metal Garbage Cans.
What you sure up?
I will.
Torn ligaments.
If you want to know what time, you
Dripping
can
boogers.
look it up.
I like your torn ligaments.
That sounds like an actually be a band.
Yeah, right?
Yes, it does.
How about this major bowel movement?
No.
No one would go to see their.
The constipated senators.
Oh my god.
I'm glad I could make you laugh. What were we talking about? This is going to be about
This
Econ,
them?
by the way, at some
Yeah.
point.
Oh my god, it's rock.
Rock and roll.
And that's
This
one
is
of their
Blink
overrated
182?
songs.
Turn that off, please. I hate that song.
That's one of their overrated songs.
Why is he
That
wearing
sounds
some?
like a bunch of whiny punks. Oh, that's why they're punk rockers. Because they're punks.
Yeah.
One guy's wearing some ugly denture, like some ugly teeth.
Maybe those are his real teeth.
Are they his real teeth?
They're,
don't know.
they're,
How does he know? He doesn't
Rock
even
and
know
roll
what he had
bands
for
don't
dinner
have
last
dental
night.
insurance.
I didn't have anything.
Can you turn that off, please? Thank you.
There he is.
It's about freaking time. Go get the computer, it's in the closet.
Alright.
Unless you don't need it first. You just gonna like put it in front of you and look at it in the last period? Glad I took it out, man, so you could not use it.
No, I'm
Saying
going to
goodbye
use,
to
I'm just
Blink.
finishing up the.
So why did you ask me to take it out last period?
Because I'm
You didn't use it.
Those are like other bands.
Other bands.
Don't come in here and start in on me. I get that enough from her and Libby. And freaking Tyler Clowns.
So, can I call Miss Savage and ask her to send over? Because she never responded. Let me just make sure she never responded.
Hey, did your mom and Leah, did they leave for Greece yet? When do they leave? Next week. I really want to go see them. Do you think they'll let me? They probably won't let me. They'll probably say, yeah, I'll meet you at the airport. I'll be standing there in the freaking rain and he never shows up.
You gonna go see him in Greece?
I really want to say, my daughter really wants to go to Greece.
That would be a great.
Well, the problem is I never have enough time. Like I'm always
Now you have to
teaching
make time.
in the summer. Okay. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I can't make time because I'm always busy.
You only live
I have
once.
other results.
It's not a
Oh
trial
my
run.
god. Oh my god. You're killing me.
Oh, you're gonna ask him to move out of your seat? What the
Why
heck?
did you just move? Why did you make him move? Dude, he's like sitting there, doing his own
I
thing.
asked him. I asked
Why
him.
would you ask him? Why wouldn't you come in and like sit down somewhere instead of like, he's like comfortable, like.
No, he doesn't mind. No.
Did you ask him?
But he moves, so it's okay.
I know, but that's not the point.
I'll be like, oh nah, bruh, I
It's
can't.
like, dude, can I have your shoes?
Oh yeah, sure, here.
No.
I'll just go home barefooted.
Okay, can I have your shoes? Sure. Hey,
Where the hell did the shoelaces go?
don't take your shoes off. What's going on? Who are you? Hey, quit calling your boyfriends during class. What? Don't shush me. Who's the teacher? I'm the freaking teacher here.
Good morning, Miss Savage.
I
Can you sit down?
give the rules.
Even though I carved off you, it didn't work.
Maybe she didn't check
No,
her.
I have to
Well,
say
maybe
one
she didn't check her email.
Maybe not. About going to Greece, take it from the person who decided not to go to Italy when my son lived there for 5 years. And now, if I went to Italy, I wouldn't have anywhere to stay. I decided not to do it, to do the smart thing, because my husband had been, so he didn't care if he went or not. He did a few times. So now I kind of regret it, because you know what, I want to go.
Here's my Greece story. You guys ready for this? Germany was hungry, so it dipped Turkey into Greece.
Ha 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 ha.
Huh? Is that
That's pretty
brilliant?
good.
I made that. I didn't make that up myself.
Germany was
My mind doesn't
Turkey
work like that.
and Greece.
Uh-huh. Hey, what did you have for dinner last night, Andrew?
I had 2 cheeseburgers and a spicy chicken sandwich, and with fries, with a vanilla milkshake, and a Big Mac from McDonald's.
Jeez. No, you
You
didn't.
stoned? Must have been baked. Were you hanging out with Libby last night? Ernesto? No? Okay.
Of
Nico?
course I can eat the whole thing.
You did?
Yes.
Excuse me, Andrew, you're like 2 people past.
Yes.
Do you have Ernesto's backpack?
Maybe.
Nico? Oh, those lamb chops.
Lamb.
Like the good lamb chops, like the grease out. Did your dad make them? Have you read Leo's lamb chops? Now I know you need to be like loyal to your dad, but Leo makes some freaking bomb, right? Am I right? Oh my God! If you guys like lamb, his stepdad. Not that your dad doesn't, but I haven't tried your dad's. Now, if you want to bring me some that your dad made, I'd be kidding. But Leo is oh.
So good looking.
Did you just say I'm so good looking? Sam, what did you have for dinner last night?
man.
Burgers, double, fries, cheeseburger.
From where?
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. You told me this morning that you didn't have fries.
I know. I said what?
Yeah,
You know, he said it this morning.
he did.
Yeah, you didn't
You
hear
told
it.
me this morning that you had fries.
Yes.
Okay. Chris, what did you have?
Sure.
I had a bacon cheeseburger at
Cheeseburger.
Robin
Excellent.
at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then some asparagus at home later.
Ew.
You don't like asparagus? It had Parmesan cheese
Makes your
on it.
teeth smell funny.
And it's good for you. It was on sale. It was regularly like $3 or something. It's
98 cents is it?
It's very expensive.
If it's expired.
It was not expired. It was really fresh.
Oh, now you're changing the story. You told me it was.
I said it was on sale for 98 cents.
I thought you said this morning, that was my whole point about the underwear, the used underwear, that it was over, like, it was beyond the due.
No.
You didn't say that?
Yeah.
Yes, she did, thank
No,
you.
because it
That's
wasn't.
why I said the
it was
whole
on
thing.
sale.
No, you didn't use that word. You
And
didn't
it
use
was
that.
really good. I said lube and
Now you're being
money.
obstinate. You're being like Libby. I never said that.
No, it
No,
was fresh
No.
asparagus in the grocery store.
no, no, Mom. You told me I could be back at 1 a.m.
I'm not
No,
losing my
no, that's what
mind.
time you said. That's what you said. That's why. Why do you
It
think
must have been a
I told the whole
misunderstanding.
story about the used underwear?
It must have been something.
Do you think I would just? Well, that's true. I would come up with a story about used
Yeah.
underwear. Hey, look
Yeah, it
who's
was being on
here.
sale.
Bring it to you tomorrow.
Hi.
Okay, now listen. Question. This is all I want to ask you. You don't need to talk to her, right?
No, I just went
Okay.
over her looks good.
Your hair looks good. I was gonna tell you first, but you beat me to it. Is your mom picking you up to? Man, you got some long ass shoelaces. Is your mom picking you up today?
I did the most.
Okay. You will bring it tomorrow?
Yes.
You
100%. I don't know, she finished ironing it, and
You
she
just
put it
forgot
on the
it?
table, and then I
Dude,
don't know.
seriously?
I forgot to
You
put it in my
freaking
backpack.
forgot.
So when you get home, just put it right in the backpack right now.
Cool.
That's it. Thank you.
Alright.
Shower.
Take your good hair.
She walked all the way over here for nothing.
I walked over here.
Well,
Couldn't set that with phone.
I know, but I wanted to talk to you face to face so that you could see, look into my eyes and see how important it is to me.
You know how long that is?
Where are you going to? Whose class do you have right now?
Savage.
For what? What are you guys doing? Nothing? Yeah, you say it. That's fine. But don't interrupt our Econ
I have a
review. Econ review. Take out your dang books.
I didn't have to.
Whose sign is that?
Reading for the testing.
For who, Paulus?
Andrew, can you get my book?
Yeah, I need that. Sure.
Where is it?
It's up there.
Oh, I would guess we'll have one next week or so. Man,
Are you behind on anything else?
thank you.
Anybody else need me to sign anything?
What was that he needed to
I
get
have a
signed?
I
question
don't
for
want that.
Tysonisha. Since she said ooh when I said asparagus, I wanna know if you like artichoke.
Yeah.
You do or you don't?
I'm gonna be
It's alright.
No.
swimming all right.
Why?
So yeah.
Cool. Right on.
The one, the first one, the one that has my name in it?
Ernesto,
It's
we're
an
getting him
inside.
back. Golden Boy's coming back. He's coming back to us. You always come back to you.
Watch,
Wouldn't
he's
even.
about to leave.
You wouldn't even give me. You wouldn't even make eye contact with me this morning. You must have really bad gas. What the hell? What are you?
All right.
I can't believe you don't smoke pot. You
Who?
act like every
He
time
probably
I see
does.
you, you look stoned out of your freaking mind. Like right now. This is kind of you're making me high right now.
You look fine.
Tyler's gonna think.
How do you
Well,
look
this
at
is
somebody
right.
and get high?
I don't know, Sam. You need my no, you don't.
I'm like kidding.
All right, take out your books. Chapter 6. Let's talk chapter 6.
Chapter 6.
Oh yeah.
Weren't we just doing chapter 5?
Chapter 6.
I'm just
right,
gonna walk
we're moving on.
Mr. West, come back.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna walk back in.
Chris, did you get Mr. Kerr's?
Okay, bye.
Yes, I
email about
did.
tomorrow? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Bye.
Sit
I have a
down.
note to remind you
I
myself.
love this class.
Andrew,
Yes, well,
please stop that. You're kind of freaking me out.
I think we should give them nightmares.
Yeah, you're... Open up your books to chapter 6. Libby, that's you too.
What page?
Oh my God. Why do you always do that? Why?
Because
To the-
you never tell us what
I don't
page.
know. I haven't memorized the pages.
185.
You should have.
Looking through there, it's one.
185.
Why should I memorize?
You can tell us so you don't have to ask me that question every day.
Page 6. Chapter 6.
Prices and quantities. Oh, this is, look at that volcano. I like volcanoes. I'm a volcano. You gotta see me after I eat nachos.
Oh, right. Where are you now? Tell me. Exactly.
Turn to page 195. I want to start with chapter 6, module 17. Changes in demand. So this is going to be really a chapter on, I just want to talk through this, guys. I'm not going to throw this on the board. This isn't going to be in the midterm. Everything that you see on the board right now is what's going to be on the midterm. So take a look. So when we go through this, Libby,
What?
headphone, you need to have one ear exposed.
I do.
Oh, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. I just see the back of your head.
People had home before.
What's that?
People had home.
Dude,
Rude.
that was hella rude.
Hold on.
Holmes. Okay,
Hey, home.
I did. Page 195, changes in demand. Tai, start us off, please. Under the heading changes in demand.
On 172, right?
On 190, 172, 190 freaking 5. Chapter 6, Module 17, beginning, 195, changes in demand.
Where are we at?
195. That's not 195. Page 195.
195.
I'm on 172 and I just went to it.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. 195. Boom. Changes in demand.
Okay. When demand changes, the price consumers pay at the quantity purchased change as well.
Stop right there. Thank you. An increase in demand. Let's consider the market for spinach. Oh, let us. How many of you like spinach? Raise your hand if you like spinach. Okay, you all have an F's today except for the two people who raised their hands. You just started raising your hand. You don't even know what you like. You're stoned. Let's consider the market for spinach. Libby, take it away from there.
You're gonna say one more thing about me as a stone? I'm gonna call you a stone also.
Please do.
Some people really
Right,
like
it's
sweet
not
spinach,
all.
but it takes a backseat to potatoes, lettuce, tomatoes, carrots, and even celery in terms of popularity.
Oh, no, she didn't. Suppose new
That's what
research
the freaking book
reveals unexpected health benefits from
Well,
eating spinach.
next-
Tyler? Okay, so this is an exercise in following along. Notice I'm having you guys read after a sentence, maybe a word, so be prepared. I want you guys to following along. Right now we're talking about the concept of demand. What's the simple definition that you guys understand? What is demand? Give me a definition for demand. Don't look at the book right
When
now.
there's people that are willing to buy something and
And they have the ability to pay. So it's
Yeah.
want and ability to pay.
yeah.
When you marry those two things together, now you have what economists refer to as demand. Don't get it confused with saying, I want this. That doesn't mean you're gonna get it. You could go to a car lot, say, I want that BMW. But if you can't pay for it, they're not gonna produce more for you. All right, now we're talking about spinach. We're looking at spinach as an example. So right now, spinach takes a backseat to what kinds of vegetables? I asked how many of you like spinach. I figured most of you wouldn't raise your hand, so I would ask you guys then this question: what kind of vegetables do you guys like? Like if I said to you, hey guys, here is a hamburger, you're gonna eat one vegetable with it, what vegetable would you pick? Lettuce.
Tomato.
Tomato. Those are the
Onions.
popular ones. Onions for your, right? Most people wouldn't put spinach on it. So how can we create a demand for spinach?
Avocados.
Avocado.
Ugh.
So back to this. Suppose new research reveals unexpected health benefits from eating spinach. Does everyone know where we are right now? We are on page 195 under the heading An Increase in Demand. That first paragraph, about the middle of the paragraph. Suppose I already read that. News of these benefits would increase people's preference for spinach. What would happen to the price and quantity of spinach? So now all of a sudden, because of research or because of data saying that spinach is really, really good for you, will that increase demand for it? What do you guys predict? You think it would?
Yeah.
Because something is healthy for you? Well, you guys know that fast food isn't healthy for you, right? Most
That's why
fast
it's
food.
so cheap,
And yet, people still buy it.
because it's cheap.
Cheap and convenient, right?
Yep.
To answer this question, this is the second paragraph under an increase in demand. To answer this question, let's first consider the equilibrium in the spinach market before the new research is announced. Figure 17.1 shows the market supply and demand curves for spinach. Okay, so let's look at 17.1. You guys see that? That's that box up there. You guys see it?
Yep.
Okay, so we got market supply and demand curve for spinach. Okay. The initial equilibrium indicated by point E1 is determined by the intersection of the original demand curve, demand and the supply curve. Okay, so as there's greater supply, what happens with the demand for spinach? Jesus, that's really confusing. So I got a
It went up
question
more.
for you guys. If people start buying more of something, what will happen to the price?
It goes up. It goes up.
Why?
So they can make more profit.
So they can make more profit. Then once people stop buying it, what might happen?
It goes down.
Okay? But the other thing that could happen is once it reaches equilibrium, what will happen to the price? If it reaches equilibrium, will people keep buying it if it's too expensive?
No,
No.
just leave the
But what's the other consequence of people buying a lot? Do you need to get the computer?
Yeah.
Go get it.
Where is it?
Where was it this morning, Sam? Take a look.
Okay.
Is it where it was this morning? Well, I'd be hornswoggled and tied to a tree.
Okay, you want me to type it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting you didn't have much sleep last night. You're like Andrew. But you had a lot of sleep, so that you have to be still. Okay, so what happens, Tai, is once you have equilibrium, if you keep raising the price on it, people aren't gonna buy it. But also, if you keep raising if people keep buying something, what happens is prices will either stabilize or they will go down because now there's competition. So when a lot of people are buying things, guys, the housing market, when a lot of people are buying houses, when houses are being sold, the housing prices will drop. I mean, there'll be a certain point where people will keep buying no matter how expensive they get. But when there's a lot of houses out there, where there's a great deal of supply, people aren't competing. People don't have to buy. They don't have to buy the limited supply that there is. Okay? So now, if I want to sell something to you, I have to lower the price. You guys following me here?
Yeah.
Because there's greater competition. Because if my prices are too high, what are you going to do, Tai?
Go to a different store.
You're going to go somewhere else. So that'll drop. Now, so the more supply they put out of something, that's more options that people have, more stores can sell the thing. And now prices are going to stabilize or go down. Okay? Any questions about that? Huh?
No.
Now let's talk about changes in supply. This is on page 196. Now what do you guys think? I got a question for you. What do you think will happen if there's a decrease in supply of something? What will happen to prices? The law of supply and the law of demand. Law of demand says as something goes up in demand, prices go down. Right?
Yeah.
Law of supply. As more and more, well, what do you guys think happens when there's a lot of something? What will happen to the price? Will it go up or down?
Down.
It'll go down. So let me ask you, if I don't have a lot of an item, am I going to sell it for cheaper? What do you need, Sam?
Is someone using the vacuum?
I don't know. Do you need to go to the bathroom? Go to the bathroom. Don't laugh. Sam didn't get sleep last night. Okay. Okay, so if there's not a lot of something, guys, you gotta remember, see, what drives everything is profit. Okay, so all eyes on me right now. Libby, you too. Profit. The only reason why people sell things, most people, especially in the private sector, they sell things in order to make money. You guys get that, right? So profit margin is vital to the survival. Yes.
There's a trash can on the roof.
There's what?
There's a trash can on the corner of this roof.
And you're telling me this why?
Because it's like mine now. It's raining. I want to know about your class.
Go away. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate that. Smartass. Okay, so Libby, back here. Guys, so profit drives everything. So I want you guys to think about this. If I have fewer items to sell, and I want to be able to make money off of those fewer items, what do I have to do with my prices?
Lower them.
No, I have to raise them. Okay? Because that means, think of it this way, if I have, trying to think of an item, if I'm selling desks, you guys are coming in to buy desks, and let's say I only have 5 desks to sell you, how am I going to make a profit if I don't sell them for a lot more than if I have 50 desks to sell?
Hi, it's me.
Excuse me, Ryan, I'm conducting class. Don't interrupt my class. Thank you. Guys, are you following me here? Right? Like if I have 50 desks to sell, I can lower the prices and make up and still make a profit off of it. But if I have only 5 desks to sell, I'm gonna have to sell those 5 desks for a lot more. Now here's the problem, guys. Ryan, where are you supposed to be right now?
History.
Why aren't you in history?
Mr. Marlowe?
Did Mr. Barlow send you here? Okay. So guys, if the supply though in the market, now we're talking the market, if there's a whole lot of other people with desks, am I gonna be able to raise my prices to make that profit?
No.
Libby, what happens if I raise my prices too much? They won't buy from me. So what I gotta hope is that there's a dip.
Yours.
Brian, remember, hey, nice glasses by the way. Yeah, that's right.
What was that? What is that?
I have to hope that there's a dip in supply in the market. Okay? So these curves, what they're showing is a supply in the, and its impact on a market. Not just on an individual, but on the market itself. So when there's less of an item, guys,
What backpack is it, Mr. Wallace?
that's Sam's backpack. He's doing some work right there, Ryan. So could you have a seat, please? Okay? You can sit right there if you want to read. Or, you know, take a walk. Go back to Barlow's. Okay. So, less supply, what does that do to prices?
Gonna go up.
They go up. Why, Ernesto?
Your price, that's you're saying, why do they go up?
Yeah, but when there's less of a supply of something, why do I have to sell them for more?
Because you're not, because the supply is not coming to you no more? Or
There's
they're
no
not
supply in the market.
producing- Or they're not producing.
So I'm gonna sell, I'm gonna sell desks, and I only have a few desks left. What am I, and I need to survive as a business, right? So what I gotta do to the price of the desk?
Isn't that an example of scarcity?
I gotta raise them, why?
Because you only have a few that you sell.
Right, so I have to increase my profit margin. The more desks I have, the more supply of something that I have, the lower I can drop my profit margin, because I can make up for it by selling more quantity, more goods. Does this make sense, Andrew? Yes or no? Be honest with me. Yeah? Okay, so explain to me then, give me a scenario, take us away from desks. Nico, give me a scenario that shows supply and having to increase costs, because what might happen? So pick a good. You're gonna sell it, you're a business person. All of you are business people right now. You need to sell a good. I'm going to give you a scenario. But supply is low. How is that going to affect your prices and why? They're going to go up. Why? Because the supply is low. So what does that affect? Your profit margin. Again, this is in terms of profits. If I only have a few things, I have to sell those few things for more to make a profit. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? No? You're staring at me, man. You got it.
You're looking at me.
Yeah, look. Who the hell else am I looking at?
Well, you're supposed to.
I'm looking right at you.
Everybody around.
I know, but because you're giving me this blank look, other people are like, and you're just. I want to make sure you guys understand. Now, tie. Supply is great for a good. What's going to happen to my prices?
It's gonna stay as it is.
What's that?
A good level price.
Yeah, or what else might I have to do when supply is great?
Lower it.
I might have to lower it, okay? Libby, give me a scenario, go. Show me either supply or demand for
Avocado prices,
avocado prices. What about them?
they went up last year because
Why?
of the low amounts.
The low amount, so there's a dip in supply, so prices go up, so that the farmers can make what?
More money.
Use the word profit. So they can make a profit. Right? Profit is what keeps you going. That's why that's what happens in a free market society, in a capitalist society. And that's where we talk about we let the market dictate the rules, the regulations. Okay? Okay. Let's read page 197. You guys ready? The little supply and demand in a James Bond movie. In the 1964 movie Goldfinger, the spy James Bond discovers Operation Grand Slam. Sounds like something from Denny's, huh? A plan devised by arch-villain Auric Goldfinger. Goldfinger, who has already amassed a sizable quantity of gold, plans to break into the U.S. gold depository at Fort Knox, which contains $15 billion in gold. At first, Bond cannot understand Goldfinger's motivation. Bond and Goldfinger have the following conversation. Bond, you disappoint me, Goldfinger. You know Operation Grand Slam won't work. At the most, you're going to have 2 hours before the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines move in and make you put it back. Goldfinger says, who would like to be Goldfinger? No volunteers? You just, thank you, Libby. Go ahead, be Goldfinger, page 198.
Who mentioned anything about removing it?
You plan to break into the world's largest bank, but not to steal anything. Why?
Go on, Mr. Bond.
But of course, a foreign government has given you a bomb.
I prefer to call it an atomic device.
If you exploded in Fort Knox, the entire gold supply of the United States will be radioactive for 57 years.
58 to be exact.
I apologize, Goldfinger. It is an inspired deal. They get what they want. Economic chaos in the West, and the value of your gold increases many times.
I conservatively estimate 10 times.
Brilliant. What just happened? So if Goldfinger, who has already amassed a fortune in gold, steals even more gold, what does he control? Does he control demand? No. That's not demand. Is Goldfinger buying his own gold? Guys, Libby, you just read it. Does he control demand? Is this an example of demand? No. What the heck?
It's just part of nature.
It's in the corner. I'm sorry, Mr. Wallace. It is kind of big. It's not a black widow, though.
It's part of nature.
This is here's the thing that gets
She
me.
showed it to me. I'm sorry.
You love horses and dogs and other freaking four-legged, hairy, dirty beasts.
Yeah, I'll kill it, right?
That thing's like this big.
I didn't kill it.
I'm terrified of horse. See, I have a real
I'm
fear
not terrified
of
of spiders.
something that can get, but a spider?
I'm not afraid of spiders, I'll kill them. I don't like black widows.
No, I'm kidding. So what is that an example of? What is he controlling? What is Goldfinger controlling? Libby,
What?
can you put away the phone, please? Hold on.
Supply.
What am I late?
What am I like?
This. B14. What's up, baby? Oh, baby.
There's two more.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I gotta call the speech person and ask them to stop that. Holy crap. You know what we need? We need a taser. And every time he does that, we need to tase him. Oh, then bring in the Weatherby. Okay, talk to you later. Bye. Oh, what? Oh, he already came in. I already dealt with him. Oh, well then he's coming back. He's like a human ping pong ball. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Was that about the student that just came in?
Yes.
Because he told me he lost all the work he had completed, but had the packet with him. So I didn't make him pull it out. I just said, but I've lost all the papers and I did the work on. So basically.
Wait a minute.
Still
When you
hasn't
said
explained-
the student who just walked in, do you
Jaden.
mean Jaden? No, that wasn't about
Okay,
Jaden.
well, I mean Jaden, so.
So
He
we
doesn't
get
have
the new
any of the
packet.
work. No, he has his packet. I said, have it done by Friday. Check with him on Friday.
Wait a minute, you're confusing me. I thought you said he lost all of it.
He has the packet, but lost all of the papers that he did his work on. So in other words, he has an empty packet in his backpack. He's
So
telling
he didn't
me-
do the work in the packet?
Yeah, he's telling me, it doesn't look like there's room. He's
Oh,
lost
okay.
all the papers, so I said, okay, Friday. Check it
So
out.
he's gonna take all those papers and staple it to the packet
The
Thursday.
papers are lost. So he's gonna do the work this week, hopefully, and on Friday, I'm gonna pick it up.
What's that smell?
Yes.
I don't
Sounds
know.
like bullshit.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Alright.
But it is what it is.
What is Goldfinger controlling?
The supply.
The supply. And what can he do with the supply?
Make it rare.
See, that's what a lot of, I don't know if I told you this, but do you guys remember me talking about the home builders who would sit on property? What they'll do is they'll wait till housing becomes, who said scarce earlier?
Me.
Somebody said scarce. They wait until housing becomes scarce. That's when they build. So they have enough money that they can wait to let the market dictate demand. And then guess what happens when when there's, when they talk about like a bubble, you have the bottom and then you have the top, right? And so when trends start to go upward and all of a sudden people are buying and they have to buy, like here in Sacramento, you guys know one of the reasons why housing is so difficult to find. Now, one of the difficulties is because they stopped building when the bubble burst. But also, in addition to that, people from the Bay Area who were driven out of that market because homes in the Bay Area were so much, people began moving to this area. Okay? So now all of a sudden there's greater demand. You got people who are moving to this area with the money to be able to buy. And I know this is fascinating Ernesto so much, he's typing this on his cell phone and not watching videos of people fighting one another.
What?
Okay? Which is what I saw earlier when I was on the phone talking to my girlfriend.
Wait,
Yeah.
fighting?
That's it. Go ahead. Act like I don't know what I'm talking about.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, golden one. Sometimes you break my heart. Okay, so when I control supply, I can control what you guys can buy. Right? So if I let things out slowly, if I don't flood the market with supply, I can jack up my prices. This makes sense?
That was Pablo.
Hey, Ryan. When Mr. Barlow is teaching, you can't stop him in the middle to say hi to people. I like that you're saying hi to people, but you can't do it. in the middle of someone's class, okay? So remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
There's a new student.
There's a new student, well, but that, you don't interrupt Mr. Barlow's teaching to say hi. Got it? Dude, you look really cool, man. Look at the sunglasses and his hair. I need to,
You said Barlow.
I say Barlow? Am I
You
calling
said
him
No,
Barlow?
he said Barlow to you.
You said, you're calling yourself Mr. Barlow.
No, I'm not. I'm saying in Barlow's class.
Oh, okay, I thought you were talking about this class. I thought you were talking
This is
about.
why you guys should mind your own beeswaxes.
No.
Oh, hey, Libby,
What?
do you like fruit? How do you like those Doritos?
Oh.
Hey, Barlow here.
Mr. Barlow.
Oh, everyone be cool, be cool.
Now he's a Furby. Go sapien. Go in, now he's a big.
He's talking about Homo sapiens right now. What did you like?
Yeah, I need to work for a second.
You got it. Excuse me. Hey, read chapter 6. You know what? Rest of the period, work on Econ. You guys are on chapter 6 now. If you haven't turned in 1 through 5, you should also do 1 through 5. But right now, this week, we're starting chapter 6. I want to see a header on your piece of paper before the end of class.
Can we talk here?
What?
Hey, Debbie, could I have a piece of paper? Actually, 2 pieces. I think that's 2.
I don't know, man.
Dang. How did you get 6 of them? Thanks.
So we're done. Public Zoom, Juliana.
Hey, Ryan, we're not going to go to Mr. Barlow's class anymore. Okay, the rest of the week, I want you to come in third period. Got it? You stay with me third period. Now, you can leave your excuse me when we get to that. Yeah, so we're done. If you could please do the back. I think we have to stay here, maybe give excuse. So I want you to come here during third period, okay?
I hear Julian here.
Excuse me, I think you have to do those somebody. You're in their class. Right? Barlow right there.
Added to my class. Now I'm just back in the box.
Yeah, it is, but I can't.
Wait, did we get out at 11:11?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Ryan, you're staying here now. Ryan, you're staying with me. So just let me know if he somehow ends up over there. You can stay here.
I'll put 7, Juliana. Now he's Greta.
Okay. I'll send an email to parents too. Okay.
Don't call.
Well, Ryan, you need to, this, for today, you're staying here. Remember, the rest of this week, you're going to come here during third period. Don't go to Mr. Barlow's, okay?
Yeah. Juliana.
Want to see your header?
No, Peter, I'll be. We'll put roll safety in. No, Juliana. No, you go. No, you go.
Chapter 6, get a header at least. You didn't finish chapter 5, did you? Should work on chapter 5. So we can talk about it. Right?
You mad?
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, he got mad.
There's trouble telling us what's wrong
Yeah. Some kid made him mad on the bus the other day.
sometimes. Some kid was teasing him?
Yeah.
What kid?
Some little freaking kid goes Dadeo.
Does the bus driver know that?
He doesn't care.
He doesn't?
No.
Yeah, what bus is it? Give me the number. You know the number of it? I'll call transportation.
90. Dude, I told him that he doesn't like the loud noises. And he's like, well, he has to deal with it. Well, Ryan doesn't like loud noises.
The bus driver said he's got to deal with it.
Yeah.
Usually you what bus is it, 90?
Yeah.
And it's the morning bus?
Or you
After
just said you didn't care.
The bus driver doesn't. Because Ryan told him that it can't be too loud. Ryan said it.
Ryan said it's too loud,
Yeah.
and he said too bad, or what did he say?
He's like, I don't care what he has to deal with it. Well, if Ryan acts nicely, you have to listen to him.
Okay. Who's the kid teasing him? He was a Del Valle kid? What was
I
his
don't
name?
remember who it is.
When was that? Last week?
Yeah.
What was the kid saying?
I can't remember the name. All I know is the kid.
Alright, well, the truth is the matter though that he does have to deal with
Yeah. I
situations
told him
because the whole world isn't going to be quiet, right? So, and
I
a,
told him he got to do with it.
a bus is kind of a hard,
Thing.
it's kind of hard, it's kind of noisy, and they've always been that way, and they always will be. I trust the bus. In fact, when I went to Mariemont, the bus stop was right in front of my house. Really cool, because all my friends came to the bus stop, so in the morning I could see all my friends.
Good to see you. Need to be able to see you, bud. You're reading. Why don't you work on chapter 5? At least try to complete something while you're here.
Yeah.
Wallace, are we
Yes.
keeping him here for?
I don't know.
He has art.
Yeah, we should probably.
11 and 11.
No, it's Charlie.
Ryan, would you like to stay here during fourth period, or do you want to go to art?
I like to go to art.
Okay. You need to be able to, are you going to be able to go and not yell?
Yeah.
Okay,
Let him go.
good. That's good, Ryan.
Nice car.
Ernesto, are you working on anything? Yes, you are.
Fast. Mr. Wallace,
Yes.
don't forget, when the students go after comes.
Right. At the beginning of fourth?
Anything urgent, yeah.
What? Did you work on chapter 5? No.
I already did.
Probably.
Yeah, I
You of all people are cousin. Unlike some people, I won't mention any names, but rhymes with Libby.
What?
That's funny.
Is that a sour orange, Mr. Wallace?
It looked like it.
Hey, Mr. Wallace, do you like fruit? Do you like fruit?
Yeah.
I like some.
Oh my god.
It's a Viniola.
Hey Sam, are you gonna need more time on that? So when, just hold on. What period is that?
I'll call it. Libby, did you do any work today?
In English, yeah.
No, in here. When are you going to turn, I'm serious, when are you going to turn in?